Tomukai up against Felix Masinire, my apologies. Felix is from the Zimbabwe National Army Boxing Club, and Ronald is a local folk hero here in Chegu too. And this is, of course, a lightweight division fight in this open boxing tournament. This broadcast is brought to you by ZBC TV, courtesy of Video Promotions Africa. We are at Chegu 2 Arms. And we ought to see an interesting bout here between the folk hero and the soldier. Felix is in the blue corner. Sorry, Felix is in the red corner and Ronald is in the blue corner with the white vest, and Felix with the blue vest. Ronald. They're looking a bit shaky, but all in all, I think he will go all the way. If he won't get shocked by a surprise uppercut or something, but the fans are enjoying this one. The folk hero. Ronald. Sticking to his own here. Keeping to the basics. Looking quite structured. Surprisingly quite well structured, actually. Felix failing to launch a formidable attack here. For a person of his experience, I think Felix needs to find a better way through to the opponent. Taking on a big shot to the jaw there, that's Felix. Ronald doing very well here in this match. But shaky shots coming through from Felix here. Yeah, just been given a warning by the referee in Dodanamoyo. Ronald using that jab to just get the opponent to break his guard. But Felix putting Ronald up against the ropes here in the corner. Those shots coming through from Felix, the punches look borderline in glove. They're sort of like coming through from the inside part of the glove. Dirty boxing from Felix there. It looks more like he's trying to claw at the opponent rather than punching. But good power though. Good physique as well. Technique is just lacking from Felix there. Perhaps experience will see him through in this one. Ronald now starting to... The clawing from Felix is now rubbing onto Ronald now. There is the end of the first round. It looks like there was some trash talking there, taking the game to the next level in their own respects. But that's how it is. It is a sport after all. See those clawing shots coming through from both boxers at the center of the ring there. No guard from Ronald in the white vest, and Felix as well, trying to counter punches with punches without seeing where they're coming from. I think if I was in the corner of either one of these boxers, I would be telling them about their defensive guard. Defensively, the match is looking technically poor. But good power and good movement as well. The movement is okay. The power is good. But counter-punching needs a bit of work. But good shot to the jaw there. From Ronald to Felix, and the referee is calling both boxers at the center of the ring to commence the second round of this lightweight division bout between Ronald Tomukai the local folk hero, up against Felix Masinire of the Zimbabwe National Army Boxing Club. There is the second round here. The center of the ring. Still difficult to tell who exactly is calling the shots here, but it seems as though Ronald, despite his tenacious attacking there, has not distinguished himself as the pacemaker of this match. But Felix looking quite confident as well. Trying to put each other down, these two boxers. I think as it is now, these guys are evenly matched in terms of physique, points, technique. A good matching there by the tournament officials. It's quite a difficult one to call here. If I'm to call it from what I've seen so far, I think this one will be a split decision. If not a draw, actually. Big blows are coming through now from Ronald. Trying to find a way through to Felix. Felix as well, just trying to find a way through. Big blows again coming through from Felix now. The crowd just enthusiastic about this match. It's an interesting match to watch, I tell you. Supporting the local folk hero. That's Ronald Tomukai. Good stanza from Ronald here. Wild punches coming through from Ronald again, and Felix just finding a way out of them. A big blow coming through now from Felix as well. I think Felix's right hand is a poisoned arrow. If it catches you that one, I think the next time around he'll find himself up against the canvas, Ronald there. Felix's right hand, I tell you, is a poisoned arrow. It's quick and it's powerful, it stings. Felix now just utilizing that jab, that long jab of his. Ronald going in there into the pot of fire there. He was met by a big counter punch from Felix. Both boxers now just taking their time now to launch an attack. I think the match is becoming more and more technical as we progress. A dirty blow there coming through from Felix. Bad sportsmanship. The referee had called for both boxers to split, and I threw a punch as Ronald was retreating from the center of the action. And ladies, the second round is over, and we're heading into the last and final round of this lightweight division bout between Ronald Tomukai in the blue corner, the local folk hero, up against Felix Masinire of the Zimbabwe National Army Boxing Club in the red corner. See that jab again coming through from Ronald Tomukai. Seeing the target but failing to find a way through. I think that time around when he had seen the target, the method he chose to attack it took too long, because when you see that target, it's either you go for a jab straight for it or a number two straight onto the target. But if you take your time and try to go around trying to launch a long combination there, the opponent will see it and cover the gap. Counter punches, I think they've played an important role in this match so far. Counter punches, I think they've constituted most of the points that are being scored on the scorecards right now. Because most of the punches that are being thrown, that are landing, are counter punches. So I think defensively the coaches have a lot of work to do, or rather had a lot of work to do, since we're now on to the third round of this lightweight division bout here at Chegu to Arms. Of course, this broadcast is brought to you by ZBC TV, courtesy of Video Promotions Africa. as I rightfully put it earlier, counter punches are an integral match of this match. Integral part of this match, because most of the punches there, the guard is good, but the counter punches, as you can see there, Felix has taken 1 or 2 to the jaw now and failing to guard, and he's taken them as he was launching an attack himself. Ronald now just trying to take body shots, to inflict body shots onto Felix there, because when the boxers are close together like that, it's difficult to land a punch onto the head. An exchange of blows at the end of the ring there between the two boxers. I must commend the two boxers that for their weight division, they've managed to finish the match all the way to the 3rd round with such stamina there. It's quite difficult to do. It's quite a difficult stunt to pull off. Big blows coming through from Felix now. Ronald trying to launch an attack, but he's the one defending. Good weaving there from Ronald there, showing that he's still very much in this match. If he's still sharp enough to see those punches coming through, but just falling through there and resting on the ropes and trying to find his way back into the match. But I think at this stage he's just slightly behind there. That's Ronald. He attempted to weave those punches through, but the last one caught him on the jaw there. He was quite vulnerable, no guard. That basic defensive technique we spoke about earlier, I think that's what's affecting him now. I think the fatigue is also kicking in. Thinking of such basic things is now far-fetched. The referee there in Dodana just encouraging the boxers to give each other space. And someone in the center of the ring there. The crowd is quite supportive here. Excited about this match. Anxious to see who take it home. It's a difficult one to call, but if I was to call it myself, I think Ronald here is slightly behind. His defensive technique is letting him down at crucial points in the match. There it is. I think the referee has decided to call it a day. Big blows are coming through from Ronald there, though it's failing to meet the target, but I think the effort will count. So getting the replay, Felix failing to just put up a proper guard there, and intent has let him down. That poor defensive technique I spoke about earlier, starting to count now. Good guard there coming through from Felix as well, and I think that's what managed to sustain him throughout the rest of this match, because the counter punches that were coming through from Ronald Tomukai, they made a lot of difference in terms of where he finds himself now on the scorecards. Those big, powerful counter punches from Ronald. Just awaiting now, as we see the replay, we're just waiting for the referee's decision, the judge's decision, to see who takes this one officially. The crowd is also as anxious as anybody can be at this stage. And there is the winner of this match. It seems like a controversial decision, but I think it's fair. Is of course Felix Masinire. The decision, I think it was a split decision. Couldn't quite catch that, but there it is. The winner of the match, Felix Masinire, was in the red corner from the Zimbabwe National Army Boxing Club.